right, welcome back, everyone. This is our last episode of the Behind the Screen series with the Goal Driven team. We have Ayana Mills with us today. Hey, Ayana. We absolutely are going to bring you something else, but today we are here with Ayana to give you the last of our individual interviews, at least. And just for you all who might be just joining us, we have been giving individual interviews with the therapists that make up the Goal Driven Counseling team, just for you all to get to know them a little bit better and just to really just normalize therapy, right? So I've been introducing personally everyone, and I've known Ayana now for a little over 2 years. And let me just tell you about the power of just connecting, networking, all those kind of things. I met Ayana at a vision board party back 2 years ago. Of course, it was in January because it was a New Year thing. And we were just talking and connected. She had, I think, just recently graduated with her counseling degree. And we connected. And a little bit later, she followed back up, joined the team, and the rest has been history. But I'm so excited to have Ayana a part of the team because she really does embody the heart of Goal Driven, as you will see in a minute. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let her introduce herself. So Ayana, just tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Like what you said, the connection was awesome. I heard Melissa talk, and I was just like, I heard a lot of people talk. But when she started talking, I was just like, I need to go talk to her. I need to really connect with her because what she's doing, I want to be part of. Just everything, her vision and everything. I was like, she sounds like me. And it's like, I need to get connected with her. And I did. But as far as like, I was just graduating from school with mental health counseling. So I do have my PLPC right now. I'm almost done, and then I'll be, signing up on my licensure, things like that.
Okay, wait, pause. Let the people know what those letters and stuff mean.
PLPC is a provisional licensed professional counselor, and then LPC, once I get my license, I'll be a licensed professional counselor. So that'll be coming up here shortly in June, so I'm excited about that. I've been working in the mental health field for a very long time. It is a passion of mine, so I would like to continue to do that.
Yeah. Nice, and you are continuing to do that already.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So Ayana goes by the rapport building therapist. Tell us what that means. What's a rapport building therapist?
So rapport is just like being able to really connect with clients and really find something that, draw you guys together and help first build that relationship. When you are counseling clients, you want to build rapport so they can trust you, so that they can open up to you and connect to you in many different ways. So with me, I found that I built rapport even when I wasn't in counseling sessions, whether it was with my friends, people at the grocery store, coworkers, things like that. I've always been good at building rapport with people, finding ways to connect, because I believe that is important. And once I started doing therapy, like really engaging in with my clients, I learned that, dang, they really opened up to me quick. Like, and then they would tell me, they was like, how did you do that? Why do I feel like I've known you for a long time? Why is it so easy to talk to you? And I was just like, I'm good at that rapport.
I love it.
Yes. So I really do value that, connecting, finding something to connect with the client. Because even if I didn't experience that exact same thing that they're going through, I can identify with the feeling. I can identify with frustration. I can identify with anger, happiness. So I just focus on that and listen to them and validate them the best way I can.
You mentioned something real good here. So I'm listening to the idea of having empathy, right? But then also communicating that empathy in a way where you're not self-disclosing a lot of stuff yourself. But this makes me think about the fact that, one, we have a lot of clients that are experiencing therapy for the first time. with Goal Driven. And then two, we have a lot of therapists a lot of clients that say outright, like, I was looking for a Black therapist, a Black female therapist, like that's important to me. So when you talk about clients getting very comfortable with you and you building rapport, can you speak a little bit about the importance and the significance of that kind of shared experience and cultural representation when it comes to rapport building with new clients and making them comfortable with therapy?
Um, with my clients, quick story. I had a client of mine and she came to me and she was like, I've seen other clients I've seen other therapists. And one thing that I was just like, I need somebody to look like me. So I won't have to explain so much by what I mean by why I'm upset when it's time for me to get my hair, when my hair is not turning out right from a twist out. And they're saying things like, well, it's just hair. And she's like, it's more than hair to me. And I need somebody to understand that it's more than just hair. So that's just one of the examples of why it's important to like see somebody like you represent what you what you want to talk about, feel comfortable enough to address some issues, and then they don't have to change, the way they speak, or to have to focus on, did I say that correctly? Did I say that properly? She connected with me in different ways, like to understand the lingo and things like that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And you're right. Like when you're coming and you're connecting with a therapist to talk about just some, challenging and just most vulnerable times of your life, do you really want to have to also explain, what every little thing means?
Yes.
Too. I'm not saying that's a problem, because there are a lot of great clinicians that are not of color that do great with clients of color. But for some people, and when you talk about that rapport building and the importance of rapport building, that definitely is something that's significant. I'm glad that we were able to touch on that with you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about like what motivates you in this work. Like why counseling?
So it's okay if I tell a little story. Another one. I'm a storyteller. So when I was growing up, my dad sent us to counseling, and I would start going to counseling, and it's like, I like this lady. So I was just opened up. She had me playing, I'm just opening up. And every time I went back home, I was wondering why my daddy was saying the things that I was saying in therapy. I'm like, hold on, this don't sound right. This lady said it's confidential. I didn't say anything out of the ordinary. I was just talking about my frustrations and things like that. And so that kind of stripped that relationship from me. When I went back, I didn't open up as much and things like that, because I didn't want what I was saying. I thought there was an outlet. So from that moment, I vowed that I'm going to be a counselor, and I'm going to be someone that, make sure I am keeping confidentiality, telling only things that are necessary to tell, things like that. So I'm just like, I got to help people that need help, like somebody that need an outlet to talk to, speak to. And I started like just being that with my friends. They say, oh, Ayana, you can keep a secret for everybody. Then when everybody else find out, they're like, Ayana knew. I'm like, why y'all say I knew? So just knowing that I am somebody that can keep a secret. I am somebody that can, that values that confidentiality, knowing that every day that my clients come and have sessions with me, that I am doing something to help them, to push them, to motivate them. So that's what really drives me and motivates me, the fact that I'm helping them better themselves little by little. And in a sense, when I'm talking to them, I end up helping myself. And I'm just like, wow, that really helped me in different senses. So I love it.
That's amazing. You keep as you talk, you just bring out so many good things. So can you just speak then, and we heard it in your story, but can you just speak to the importance of that trust in a relationship, right? So building rapport, having someone that identifies with what you're kind of going through, having people feel comfortable with opening up to you. So can you speak a little bit to just the importance of that trust and confidentiality within a therapeutic relationship with someone, and breaking that, like what that can do to somebody?
Okay. So first, let me discuss the value of trust.
Mm.
Trust is very important. A lot of clients come into therapy because they lack trust in the world with their family, with their friends. They're not sure if, if they tell their friend this, if her friend got a friend that might tell another friend.
Mm-hmm.
So you are like that trust that they can open up to. You sitting here telling them, preaching to them, like, this is confidentiality. As long as you don't, harm yourself or anybody else in the process, everything you say to me is confidential. And so that allows them to open up and not only be honest with you, but honest with themselves for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so breaking that would mean that, wow, now I can't trust anybody.
Mm.
It will give them that sense of, now I'm not trusting nobody. I can't trust another therapist. It might lead them to not even going to see another therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And they can go back to living the life that they did and not get the help that they came to seek in the first place. So trust is very important for many different reasons.
Mm-hmm. Which really, really highlights how crucial of a role we play in people's
Yes.
lives. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for expanding on that even more. So, Ayana, since you've been with us, you've been delivering services virtually, online. So this shift right now is very normal for us. Can you talk about the benefits that you've seen with your clients doing online therapy?
Yes. Let me tell you, I love online therapy for many different reasons. But my favorite is clients are comfortable in their zone, in their own space. It lessens the anxiety that you might feel going into the office. Like, am I sitting right? Is my body right? Is this right? Am I dressed right? Things like that. It takes away all of that. It takes away, okay, the drive, the traffic. It takes away all of that. But I get to see clients in their rare form.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my clients come in bonnets and just be themselves. It's like you see them in their own elements. Some people got kids, you hear them yelling at the kids, or, it's they're themselves and they feel comfortable. I just love it because it helps them open up to me
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
many different ways. Yeah.
And you just mentioned about the fact, it just highlight even more when you talk about like them engaging with the kids, or, things like that. It helps you to even assess like dynamics and things,
Yes.
like even more that you wouldn't see in an office.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a different experience because you do get a little different piece of them. You
Mm-hmm.
can see like some clients like, listen, this is my anxiety. Let me show you my anxiety. And then they'll show me their kitchen. It's like, see, this is a mess. You get a representation, like they're willing to show you more about this is what my depression looks like. Let me show you. And then they're able to turn the camera and show this representation of what they mean when they saying that they can't get up. They want to, but they can't. My anxiety, when it's like this is what my house looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And show you different things. Or they want to show you, okay, this is my kid, this is this, and show you pieces of their world, from
Mm-hmm.
a place that they are comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And with all that good rapport building, you
You're
and
right.
this was so
Yes.
good. I really enjoyed this conversation with you, and you just sharing it and pulling us in. It felt so comfortable talking to you, so I can just imagine what your clients feel when they're on the other side of the screen with you. So thank you so much. You all, this is our last individual interview. As I shared, we will bring something more entire group. But thank you just so much for joining us for the Behind the Screen series. I'm so excited that I had the opportunity to do this. Every single interview that I did with the therapist, I learned something new. I feel like I was able to connect with them even more, and each and every one of them touched my heart in a different way because I see and feel and hear the passion that they have for what they do. So if you missed any of the other interviews, you can look at those. If you want to work with Ayana, read more on her profile. I'm going to drop the links for our website where you can complete a pre-screen and sign up for services with her. But again, just thank you so much, and we'll be back with more.